It's 2:37 AM and you know that you should be asleep, but you're stuck in the scroll. And then you stop. You see the post, the announcement, the contract signed, the photo holding the trophy, standing on the stage that you built in your head 10 years ago. What is that feeling in your stomach? It's not happiness for them. And to be honest, it's not even sadness for yourself. It feels violent. It feels like a glitch in reality. It feels like you're looking at a doppelganger who came into your house and stole the life you were supposed to live. They're wearing the success that you designed for yourself. You've been in the trenches, you studied the blueprint, you sacrificed sleep, relationship and comfort. You have paid your dues, and yet there they are. Maybe they're younger than you, maybe they are louder than you, maybe they just didn't work half as hard as you, but they crossed the finish line whilst you were tying your shoes. You know, this isn't just a FOMO. This is an identity crisis. This is the realization that you might not be the main character in your own story. You might just be the rival. For the uninitiated, Vegeta is the prince of a Saiyan race in Dragon Ball Z. He's obsessed with being the strongest. He trains every day so hard until his bones nearly break. He pushes himself to the limit just to get stronger every day. His entire existence is defined by only one thing, which is being the strongest man alive and being #1. And then there's Goku, a man who is born into a low class level family, who is a class clown and gets stronger every time by accident. He fights with a smile, invites all his enemies and gets stronger than Vegeta time and time again. He does this without the same agonizing physical and mental toll that Vegeta be experiencing, or does experience, I guess you could say, the most proper English way. You know, Vegeta doesn't want to just beat Goku. He is offended by the existence of Goku, because Goku is pretty much a living proof that Vegeta's suffering might just be meaningless. And that's the core of the pain, isn't it? It's not that they won, it's how they won. You feel like the prince. You feel entitled to the outcome because of the sheer volume of struggle that you experience. And you cherish your scars because you think they are redeemable vouchers for future success. And when you see someone exceed and succeed, I might add, so effortlessly, or at least when it looks effortless on Instagram or on Twitter or on YouTube or on any place in general, it kind of invalidates your entire worldview. You start to feel like the entire world has a personal vendetta against you. You're running on a treadmill to max incline, sweating blood, looking over your shoulder to see them grinding past you on an airport moving walkway, and it makes you feel small. It makes you feel stupid for trying so hard, and that feeling curdles into something more toxic. We need to make a distinction here. We're not speaking about envy. Envy is something else. Envy is I want that car. But jealousy is, I don't want you to have that car. The Vegeta complex is deeper. It's the car is supposed to be mine, and you driving it means that the universe made a huge mistake. When this kicks in, you stop seeing the other person as a human being, but rather they become a symbol. You start to stalk their achievements, like a forensic accountant, looking for fraud and trying to see if there's any crack there. Maybe it's because of their parents are rich, maybe because of, oh, they just got lucky because of the algorithm, or yeah, they just won the lottery, or yeah, they won, but they sold their soul for it, or they're not real, they're not supposed to be who they are, it's fake. You create a narrative where their success is illegitimate, because if their success is legitimate, then your failure is real, and you're trying to protect your ego from the devastating truth. The danger here, the absolute crazy part of this mindset is that you start living a phantom life, or a phantom timeline, I guess you could call it. You spend more time fantasizing about the life they are living than actually constructing your own. You become a spectator in a sport you were supposed to be competing in. Every time you check their page, you're pouring a little bit of your own vital energy into their gas tank. You're paying the toll on a road you're not even driving on. And you start to become obsessed with the gap between you and them, instead of the gap of who you are today and who you could be tomorrow or in the future. So why does it hurt so bad? Why does seeing them win feel like a physical blow to the chest? It's not because you hate them, it's because they're holding up a mirror. The person you're envious of is living, breathing proof that the thing you want is possible. As long as nobody around you is succeeding, you can lie to yourself. You can say, oh, the market is bad, or you can say the system is rigged, or you can say it's just too hard. But the moment someone you see as an equal, or matter of fact, an inferior person, achieves the goals you are striving for, all your excuses become irrelevant. They rob you of the comfort of your own victimhood. And you hate them because they're doing exactly what you always wanted to do. They're making the sale calls you were always putting off. They are publishing the work you're still trying to imperfect. And they are risking embarrassing themselves. The same thing you have always trying to been avoiding. And when you look at them, you're not seeing an enemy. You're seeing a ghost of yourself. You're seeing the ghost of your own potential that you allowed to die. You're seeing the person you promised you would be 5 years ago, and they're standing there, existing, proving that you are a liar. That's why it feels violent, because it's a violent assault on the story that you have tried to build and tell yourself about why you can't be there yet. So how do you escape the Vegeta complex? How do you stop being this rival in your own story? You know, in the anime, Vegeta's greatest moment isn't when he beats Goku. He never really does. His greatest moment is when he finally accepts his fate and he stops caring about beating Goku. He accepts who he is, and that, yes, maybe it will always be easier for Goku to achieve the levels he worked so hard for, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have to stop now. And he finds nobility in the struggle that, even though it takes him 400 times more to get to where Goku is, at least he's getting there. So he's not feeling any more resentment. You have to understand that life isn't a single lane sprint. It's an open field. Just because they reached the mountaintop doesn't mean the mountain is closed. And if they got there first, good. They just mapped the trail for you, and they just proved that it is climbable. And you have to stop looking at their finish line and start looking at your own 2 feet. And this throne you think they stole from you, it was never yours to begin with. You're the prince of a dead planet now. That title means nothing here. Stop mourning the timeline you think you deserve, and turn off the phone, stop watching their movie, and make your own.